Kalihi has a very rich and wealthy, very vai ʻōlelo. Papahana o Moku, or Earth Mother, and Wakea, or Sky Father, actually made their home here at Kilohana, which is one of the highest mountain peaks in this valley, in this ahupua'a, on the ridge known as Kahawiki. One of the main reasons being that Kalihi was kind of known as a wahine valley, that it's very fertile, healthy soil, and lots of water that can feed the ʻāina.
Meia mo au kala a hiʻohiʻo na ʻāina, ua lilo kia a wawa o Kalihi I home no Hoʻoulu ʻāina.
Hoʻoulu ʻāina is a welcoming place of refuge where people of all cultures can sustain and propagate the connections between the health of the land and the health of the people. O ka hā o ka ʻāina ke ola o ka poʻe, the life of the people and the breath of the land, these are two things that are actually one thing.
That ʻōlelo no iao helps to remind us that the land is really what feeds and nourishes. The breath of the land in all its ways, the ʻāina, the soil, the land breathing is what allows us to breathe. And sometimes we kind of suffocate the land. And so we're trying our best to let the land breathe, to help us to breathe better.
He kuana ike no hie ki ia, I ka ana like ia ma waina o na kānaka e kipa ana ia Hoʻoulu ʻāina. A he mea e hoʻomaupopo a hoʻoia ai I ka vai o ka honua ma kona ano kumu vai ku lohe.
We've been taught to consume, we've been taught to sort of take what we can from the land and not give anything back. And as we've been learning here at Hoʻoulu ʻāina, it's a reciprocal relationship between us and the land. It's essential for both of our survivals. So I think that's definitely being restored in me, and I think everyone here. Some people work the land, some people don't, but I think generally we all came from the land, everyone, no matter where they're from and what their culture is. We all rely on the land, of course, to survive. And coming back here and you see the people that come here, you see the people that work here, it's bringing a lot of different cultures together.
In a community like ours, which is probably not that different from many communities where the cultural divides can be violent and difficult and painful and confusing, that the ʻāina, the plants, even just the sense of love is a way for all of those cultures to come together.
Me ia manao o ke alu like ana, ua ike pū ia ka oia I o ka hana aloha ʻāina ma waina o ke la me kia kānaka oia hoʻokahi. He ʻōlelo hoʻohā like oia I o kuke ia manao. A ua ike ia no ma o ka moʻolelo no mama koa, he kumu koa mauka o Hoʻoulu ʻāina.
Mama koa being this one lone elder koa tree that remained in a forest that had been overtaken by invasive species, and that over time in clearing the weeds, clearing those invasive species that had taken over the ʻāina around Mama koa, and creating the space for the cultivation of new life, that a number of the keiki started to pop up.
She's been standing her ground for generations, and yet she was alone for a long time. She was alone for a long time, and yet all we had to do was take young ones in and clear around underneath her, and all her babies started coming up.
Our kupuna understood that koa, that one word, embodying both that being of a warrior as well as that value and the courage it takes to do what a warrior is born and what his kuleana is to do.
He hoʻomaupopo pū ki ia moʻolelo I ka hiki ke ulu a hoʻoikaika, I loko no o ka hoʻomaka ana ma ka pākahi.
You have to be able to hear it to make a difference. You have to answer that call, and it's a brave choice. We're all struggling. It's a slow process, and yet one person can make a huge difference.